Hello there, it's Iain from RTO here, and welcome you to another classic album review. Today we are looking at a really classic album by Rush, and it's their fourth album released in 1976, 2112. This is one of them albums that it's part of, if you're into rock, you've got it. If you haven't got it, why not? This is just a brilliant album. Obviously it's made up of the 20-minute fiction song 2112, written by Neil Peart. Absolutely brilliant. It's based on the Ayn Rand book, novel, Anthem. Bit controversial because of Rand's influence to Nazism, which actually offended Geddy Lee because his parents were Holocaust survivors. So I don't know how they got away with that one, but they did. 2112 is set in a city called Megadon in 2112, where individualism and creative is outlawed, with the population controlled by the cable of male violent priests who reside in the Temples of Syrinx. It's quite a good thing. I like this album a lot, always have. So let's have a look at the tracks. So obviously in old money, side one is the 2112. This is split up into 7 bits. The Overture is terrific, of course. It's just prog rock at its best, and I just like the way it starts, the weird keyboards, all this futuristic for 1976. How they created it was fantastic. Then you get them short little bursts from Alex Lifeson on his guitar, and you've got Neil's drumming, which is absolutely fantastic, sharp, brilliant stuff, and that sort of then rolls nicely into the Temples of Syrinx. Geddy's vocal on this is incredible. He gets such high notes without losing his voice or distorting. He's such got an unusual voice, which made Rush such a unique band. I love that little bit. It's only a short piece, but it's fantastic. Then we go into Discovery. This is nice guitar work from Alex. Superb. He's one of the greatest guitar players in prog rock, is my eyes. He doesn't put a foot wrong. Then we go into the presentation. This is a nice little duo between Geddy and Alex. Then we get into lost here. Right, goes into the next bit, which is presentation. This is a great duo, really good. And then you get this slow, mellow, proggy bits. Terrific. The way this just flows. And guess who didn't put his phone on silent? It just builds, and this song just keeps building and building. And then we go into the Oracle, the Dream, the stunning guitar effects in this, and the sounds that Alex gets out of that guitar, which goes nicely into the Soliloquy. I've never been able to pronounce that. It's building up again. It's building up. It's building up. you know, and the great vocal from Geddy. He's starting to really get into this, and I think it may be a bit of anger because of, as we said, about the Holocaust. But it's a great performance, and then you go into that grand finale. Oh, great everything on there, and the way it ends with that ambiguous ending. Attention all planets of the Solar Federation, we have assumed a control. We have assumed control. What a way to end a fantastic track. It's probably one of my favourite long proggy pieces. I'm not going to say how good it is because I'm actually doing a show on retro ranking of my favourite long prog songs, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but it's up there. Put it this way, it's in the top 10. So yeah, I do love that track. It just sort of great from their early rocky stuff. This one was the actual one that sort of went more into their prog years, and it just showed what they could do. And then you go later on in their discography with the 80s and that keyboard sound that they had, it really is terrific. So over on the flip side of this fantastic album, first track is A Passage to Bangkok. I love that riff in there, and I like that dun, 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 dun. Just great. Really good song. I like the live version of that. Really, really good. The Twilight Zone. This is another fantastic song. Alex's guitar work is superb, and the drumming on this is Neil Peart's one of his finest drumming pieces. It's different beats, different textures, but it changes. But he the flow. He's got this wonderful flow and always has. And this is why he's one of the greatest drummers in the world. Sadly, no longer with us. Very sad when he passed. Truly was one of the great drummers. He still is in my eyes. These guys that have got all these big kits and they only play about 3 drums. Neil used to play every damn drum on that kit. If you've ever watched their live shows, he's terrific, especially in the subdivisions. That is a terrific track. More about Neil Peart's drumming on another day. Lessons. This is one of them acoustic sounds, and it just flows again. Really good song. Geddy's voice in this is fantastic. Then we get Tears. Now, this might upset a lot of people. I don't like this very much on this album. I don't think it fits on this album. When you think of all the other really rocky tracks, this is just not part of the sort of fit for this album, because even all the other tracks apart from 2112, they all fit together and they sort of run into each other, but this track doesn't. I don't dislike it, I just don't think this is right for this album. And then we end up with Something for Nothing. Great work from Geddy on the vocal again, and Alex's riffs and the solo is fantastic. Truly a classic album. It still goes right strong. I've recently purchased the 40th anniversary version. They've remastered it. It sounds even better now. God, I've got a frog today. Yeah, it sounds so. Go and check out the remaster. You always get a little bit worried when they start mucking about with classic albums, but this is pretty good. So it gets an RTO ranking a 9 out of 10. It would have got 10 if it weren't for tears. So next week, moving swiftly on, I'm not telling you what it is because that's what I'm going to announce tonight at 8 PM. All I'll tell you is we're either going to be doing a classic album review of the debut Queen album or Pink Floyd's Atom Heart Mother. Now, if you've done it on, if you voted on Twitter, you should know which that part of the poll won. But when I did my live stream last Thursday night, I ran a poll during the show, which I didn't tell anyone about. So I've combined both, and we have got a winner by a long distance. So if you really want to know what that winner is, or if you've guessed, see if you're right, tune in to the live stream at 8 PM tonight. Also tonight we have got an announcement to make. Well, I have, because Michelle's a bit camera shy. But one day I'll get her on one day, because she deserves to be on, because she's the backroom girl. So see you all tonight at 8 PM. If not, just watch obviously it'll be on the channel, so you can have a look and see who won the poll. If not, I will see you tomorrow. What have we got installed tomorrow? Ooh, we've got some good stuff tomorrow. We've got an album ranking of a Canadian rock band called Honeymoon Suite. And you go, who are they? You'll find out tomorrow. And it's Retro Tuesday, and tomorrow we're doing the Granddaddies of Glam Rock, Slade. So join me for that tomorrow, and I'll speak to you all soon tonight, and take care for now.